Untouched Amazon rainforest. Rich in biodiversity. Abundant natural resources. Cultures and religions living side by side in harmony. This is Suriname. Hidden opportunities. Suriname is located on the northeast coast of South America. Brazil to the south, Guyana to the west, and French Guiana to the east, and covers approximately 163,820 square kilometers. Paramaribo is the capital and is on the UNESCO World Heritage List. 90% of the country is covered in dense tropical rainforest, with the Central Suriname Nature Reserve covering almost 14% of the country. Suriname's population of 490,000 is ethnically diverse, and it is one of the few places in the world where you will find a mosque and a synagogue side by side, owing to the friendly, educated nature of the people. Suriname is a former Dutch colony gaining independence in 1975, and much of the cultural diversity that you see today comes from the Dutch trading posts of Africa and Indonesia, and later through immigrant workers from India and China who have joined the native Amerindians to create a rich cultural diversity that is unique. It is this diversity that defines Suriname's people.
Our cultural heritage is one of a rich history where people that live in Suriname came from different parts of the world with different culture, with different backgrounds. And I think in a way we are unique that here in South America we have a very diverse group of people from the Amerindians, the Maroons, the East Indians, the Javanese, Chinese, Lebanese. So that gives us a unique mix.
The importance of our cultural heritage, because a lot of it you can still see. Of course, cultural heritage is many things more, but we are in the fortunate situation that there are a lot of those beautiful buildings which are still here. That's why the inner city of Paramaribo is on the list of the UNESCO to preserve the cultural heritage.
90% of Suriname is covered in primary Amazon rainforest and is home to a rich diversity of flora and fauna. It is this natural resource that Suriname is looking to utilize while protecting in the form of ecotourism. From Paramaribo, there are a number of tour operators who specialize in trips into the jungle, to places like Brunsberg and Brokopondo, or to see one of nature's true wonders, the largest of the world's turtles, the leatherback, laying eggs. Suriname's recent growth in mining and investment has brought with it an increase in business and recreational travelers, creating the opportunity and need for an international hotel brand in Suriname.
Well, the capital of Suriname, Paramaribo, has not have yet a business hotel. It was more of a sector of leisure. The demand for upcoming businesses, for a growing infrastructure, has led to the conclusion that Paramaribo needs a business hotel. And Courtyard has been very well presented throughout the United States as a strong lodging brand towards providing the services for the business community. We have decided to build a Courtyard here at Paramaribo. Once you do have the opportunities in an underdeveloped country, it gives you more of an insight of what this country can give you, whether it's the matter of the business sector. There are opportunities for foreign investors and as well as the Americans due to the closeness of the two countries as well. It's not just on the sector of business, but also on the sector of the nature part. Americans love to go fishing. This is one of the wildest fish destinations I have met ever. I've been going fishing all over. the Caribbean islands, but this is a unique spot where fishing is simply not explored or overfished. There is unique creatures here. So it's not just a business investment, but it's just the exploration for your own interest.
Nature, culture, heritage, and events. These are the pillars of the tourism in Suriname. This diversity makes Suriname unique.
I think that ecotourism is a very good thing, you know. You can go, you can see the waterfalls and different kinds of species in the interior. The interior is very beautiful, so I would certainly ask the people to come and look at the interior of Suriname. You know, Suriname is about 90% forest. Only in the coastal zone the people are living mostly, and we have also maroons in the interior and meridians that can bring you to the places that you want to go.
The Marriott Courtyard is more than the newest business hotel in Suriname. It is changing the standard of hospitality. Where the freshest produce meets caring hands. Welcome to Suriname's Courtyard Marriott.
IDCS is a 100% state-owned investment and development corporation in Suriname. The government of Suriname offers incentives to investors, reduction of taxes, and cooperation towards acquisition of concessions.
What investors need to know about IDCS is that they can become a major partner in Suriname's development. The focus is on a few sectors, which are mining, forestry, and agriculture.
Attractive profitability by sustainable development.
Suriname powered through the global financial crisis, recording positive GDP growth in 2009 and 2010. And the outlook is very positive on the back of strong commodity prices and strong public and private investments in minerals, energy, and infrastructure. Suriname is well placed to leverage off this advantage. However, partners are required to realize this potential.
First of all, we can be a partner, and secondly, we can be a facilitator. So being a partner, we would be a joint venture partner in taking the risks of investments together. Facilitator, we would like to be a facilitator in helping and assisting foreign investors in finding their way here, to ensure that the investment procedures are followed through swiftly.
Suriname's economy is dominated by bauxite, gold, and oil. Bauxite has been the backbone of the economy for 90 years. However, its importance is on the decline, with gold now being the biggest contributor to the economy. Huge opportunities lie in the underdeveloped areas of the economy, such as agriculture, fisheries, and forestries. The government is working with the private sector to tap the potential of these hidden opportunities.
The old potential is not, of course, we are very good with rice, bananas, but also in the fishery sector, in fish farming. The potential also for the other products like palm oil have some new opportunities using new techniques. But we believe that any product, but also the products like simpleton fruits and vegetables, have a lot of potential. We've been exporting for quite some time to Holland as a niche market, but I think today we're looking for feeding the Caribbean.
The port of Paramaribo is rehabilitated, modernized, and expanded. This year, the port of Paramaribo has been granted with the best performance of the Caribbean concerning safety, security, efficiency with respect to human and environment.
First, we try to do everything that is in our possibility to make it easy as possible for investors to come and do business in Suriname with the government or with the private sectors. We are trying to put in some instruments looking at financial possibilities. We are looking at legislation. We are trying to look at visa requirements to get access to Suriname as smooth as possible for these people. We think they are very important in playing a part in helping us with our socio-economic development that we are looking at as a government.
We as IDCS see the biggest opportunities with respect to joint ventures, there where we can come into a joint venture with our assets. And I think most investors are looking for profit-making opportunities. And as we have good assets with respect to land, arable land, to gold concessions, to mining concessions, and with respect to a nature resort, I think we can have a good partnership agreement with both local and foreign investors.
The vice president was, before he came in office, was chairman of the Chamber of Commerce, and now he wants to improve the business climate in this country. So for the Surinamese entrepreneurs, that will be an improvement, but also from entrepreneurs from outside.
The business climate is one where we are taking the new opportunities that the world is giving us to make use of our natural resources, but also to make sure that we accommodate small and medium businesses. We are working very hard to make use of the climate, to make use of the natural resources, and that goes from bauxite, oil, gold, but also tourism. And with the aspect of culture, I think this is a very nice business climate. The quality of life is excellent. If you look how a businessman can walk around in Suriname, I think we should look at that part also.
We are convinced that Suriname has something to offer to the world when it comes to cultural richness. We have a mixed culture, mixed population, mixed religion from Africa, Asia, Europe. We have a unique situation that we are a South American country, but we have a CARICOM history. So these are things we'd like to offer to people abroad. You know, the Amazon Basin consists of 8 countries. However, Suriname is the smallest one in the Amazon Basin. We are the only country that is covered for more than 90% by tropical rainforest. This gives us some advantages. We have seen that the last 100 years, mining has been the main economic activity, but we are convinced that Suriname should play a role in agriculture. We have been an agricultural country during our colonization by the Dutch. There were more than 1,500 plantations in Suriname, and the world needs to eat. Food is very important, and our policy is focused on developing, especially our agriculture sector, adapted to our educational system, because we know that mining possibilities will finish in the next 50 or 60 years, but what we will have forever is land to grow food, and there will always be people. So we are focusing on development of agriculture sector, using the richness of oil and gold to invest first in the Surinamese people, invest in agriculture, and invest in education.
We have a lot to offer. First of all, the stability, but also good a strong natural resource base in mining and forestry and in agriculture.
Well, America has been a big investor in Suriname with respect to mining, especially bauxite mining. Also, they have been in the shrimp farming. So they have been in banana plantations. Currently, their biggest export lies within the surface sector. But I think that in the future, where Suriname has potential for finding oil, gas, and other resources, that there lies a good possibility for future development, investment from the United States, from other countries within the American continent.
We are, on the planet, the most forested country in terms of forest density and also in terms of forest management. We have managed our forests reasonably well. Now, we do hope that foreign investors will come not only for mining, but also for forestry and for agriculture, because these sectors offer better opportunities for sustainable ongoing development compared to mining.
We believe electricity isn't just about power. It is about the people who will power the future, creating sustainable energy to power the nation and its people. EBS, your reliable development partner.
At IM Gold, Rosebell Gold Mines, we understand that our asset is not just gold. It is about people. That is why we are committed to zero harm, to our people, to the community, and to the environment.
Staatsolie is more than hydrocarbons. It is about development. Sustainable development through the realization of potential. By investing in new technologies, we create a cleaner future. By investing in the community, we grow. Staatsolie, confidence in our own abilities.
The mining sector is Suriname's financial backbone, accounting for the bulk of GDP and government revenues. Bauxite has been mined in Suriname for over 90 years. However, rising gold prices and a drop in world demand for bauxite has seen gold rise in importance to the economy.
If we talk about the mining sector, I believe that we should make a division between gold, bauxite, which has been the largest producer in the country in the last 100 years maybe. And we have altogether the upcoming oil industry, onshore, offshore. And of course, in Suriname for the last decade, gold has been very valuable in contributing to the government budget. And that's why I think that if we mention the mining sector, that the gold sector should be a very important part of it.
Modern exploration in Suriname started at the height of the gold price in the 80s during the Iran crisis, hostage taking of the American embassy, and then really you had a skyrocketing of the gold price somewhere around $900 per troy ounce, and that stimulates exploration. And for that reason, we had some more interest in exploration, not only in Suriname, but in the whole of Latin America. And it was also the end of military dictatorships, the introduction of modern mining codes, etc., etc. So it was a happy occurrence of pulling factors in Latin America and pushing factors out of the north, the United States and Canada, where we had more regulation required and long lead times for the development of projects.
Rosebel Gold Mines is an important part of Suriname's economy, producing about 400,000 ounces of gold a year and providing crucial revenue for the state. In July 2011, the company signed an important deal with the government of Suriname, which will see IAMGOLD, who owns and operates Rosebel, increase their investment and commitment over the coming years.
We should think of Suriname in the first place as an upcoming gold country. We have had here in the last 10 years IAMGOLD and its predecessors, but we have a flourishing gold sector now with IAMGOLD at the Rosebel mine.
Well, we've recently signed an MOU with the government of Suriname to look at opportunities to expand our operations here in Suriname. We've been in operation since 2004 and year on year have experienced growth throughout that period, but really we think it's time right now, based on the mineral resources that we have, based on our experiences here, based on the great workforce that we have, to look at quite a large expansion in our business and in our operations.
Oil has been of growing importance since the establishment of Staatsolie, the state-owned oil company established in 1980. Currently, production sits at 16,000 barrels a day. However, exploration is underway offshore, and there is a strong belief that large reserves will be found in the Suriname-Guyana basin, which will dramatically change the size and scope of the sector. Staatsolie is also investing in green technologies like biofuels, hydropower, and thermal power.
Very promising, not yet showing, is the oil sector. We have a state oil company, Staatsolie, and state oil is busy on land, onshore, but we have a very promising offshore oil industry. It is believed that the two continents, Africa and South America, have been joined together some couple of million years ago. And as they moved apart, they drifted apart, they left oil for Africa, they left oil for South America. And we believe that some of that oil is near the coast of Suriname, within the coastal waters of Suriname. So that's very promising. And drilling so far has not proven any real oil yet, but the indications are there, and we're still very confident that it will come up.
Oil is where you find it, so you have to go and drill. And nobody knows where it is. So, but I'm confident that we'll find it someday.
Brokopondo Lake is a man-made hydroelectric reservoir providing Suriname with a large part of its power needs. At 1,560 square kilometers, or nearly 1% of the country, it is one of the largest reservoirs in the world. It is how EBS, the state-owned power company, is helping Suriname to become a regional leader in sustainability. EBS is ensuring that the future aspirations of the country are met in a timely and affordable way, while also investing in the community.
Sustainability is a key word. When we look at the energy sector, we believe that Suriname has a high potential for hydropower. We have at this moment the hydropower coming from the Afubaka Dam. We have a hydro potential in the east of Suriname, which is called Grand Kriki project. And we have still a potential hydropower in the west of the country, neighboring Guyana, which is probably bigger than the two others together. The hydropower in the west, it should be located near the potential new aluminum sector in aluminum development in west of Suriname. And we believe that as the river keeps on running, the energy will keep running. The only thing that we need to have is rain, and in Suriname rain is something that we have plenty of.
We intend to make full use of our hydro potential. If you compare that, for instance, with the other Caribbean states, we are more or less the only one that has tremendous hydro potential. If we can develop that, that will mean that our cost price for energy will go down, and that will put us in a position to be competitive to the likes of Trinidad, who of course has the advantage of having gas resources.
Suriname is really a great place to do business. For us at IM Gold and Roosevelt, we have a corporate mandate which we call zero harm. Zero harm for us means that we are not going to negatively affect our employees, our families of our employees, community members, in safety or the environment or in the community.
Staatsolie is not thinking only of the production of oil and other forms of energy, but we see ourselves as part of the community. So we will have to work with that community and spend some time and money and efforts to develop the community. And we have projects in several areas, education, healthcare, sports, and so on.
ABS can offer the country a trustable partner in development. We have a new slogan for that, as ABS as a trustable partner. We are fully aware of our responsibilities to support the intention of the government to gather an increase in development. So we are there, we are all the way to support that. The community can count on us.
Maybe our diversity, the way we live with each other, everybody's fighting, and we show the world that it can be different.
And for the tourists, I would say, come, enjoy. It's a unique experience that's out here. Once you're here, you'll never forget Suriname. I'm sure about that.
Come to our country. We have a lot of opportunities in the mining sector. We have opportunities in the gold sector, oil sector, aluminum sector. In agriculture, we have opportunities, tourism, and to the persons that want to come to visit our country, come to our interior. We have a beautiful interior, so the eco-tourists can come to our country and they will see the beautiful flora and fauna of Suriname.
Suriname is a small country packed with hidden opportunities.